if you think about getting started in the stock market, investing in the stock market, if you watch this whole entire video, I will show you why you should get started, why I got started, and the reasons why you haven't got started, and the reasons why you can get over the humps to get started, right? So, very first thing, a lot of people don't know where to get started, right? You don't even know what broker or where to even buy stocks. So, number one recommendation is to do research on brokers, right? I recommend Robinhood. There's a lot of other recommendations. And not to say Robinhood is the sole number one, but if you're starting out, I recommend Robinhood. There's Webull, there's a lot of them out there, and I'm not sponsored by none of them. So that's number one, is finding out what broker best suits you. And I have about three brokers, and I like having my money in different brokers. That way I have a different mindset with each account. I don't combine all my account into one, and I'm focusing on that account with just one mindset. We have a small account, medium account, and a long term account. So that's another way on how you can look at the market, and how that helped me shape my mind to look at the market a little bit differently. So that's a viewpoint that you can look at it when you're first starting out. Another thing that you're starting out is you don't need a lot of money, and everyone thinks that you need a lot of money to start this. You don't need a lot of money. What you need is time and patience, right? If you have $1 and you have time and patience, trust me, it will take you a long way. If you don't believe me and this is the first time you're watching my video, go ahead and watch my previous video and you will understand where I'm at today. I started this journey back in November 13th, 2025. When I say this journey, as far as recording myself here on YouTube, I've been investing in the stock market more than 10 years now. So, as far as starting this journey and showing you guys publicly, this could be done. You just need time and patience. You don't need a lot of money. So that's another thing. Once you put in the time and the money in, and you're consistent, and you're doing the repetitions over and over and over, when you look up years from now, because when we're investing, I don't want you to think of this game of flipping money, making fast money, being in and out. No, because when we started this game, we didn't have a lot, and for us to make a lot, we got to put in a lot. So I don't want you to come into this game thinking like this is going to be a year thing. This is going to be a long journey, right? And then we don't. It doesn't have to be. It's not going to be boring because we can literally have this on autopilot if we decide to. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a couple trades, make a couple buys, probably make a couple sells here, and show you guys the thought process of what I go through as far as buying and selling stocks. And you can take away from this, you can, make remix it, do whatever you want. But this is my strategy. So first and foremost, what I like to do is buy fractional shares every single day in the market. So what I want to do here is look at the stocks that I am down on, or not necessarily down on, but can I buy more position? But before I do that, let me do this one trade here. So this morning I bought 100 shares of Coca-Cola. So what I'm gonna do now is do a covered call on the play. I bought 100 shares at 77.20. It's up 77.70. So what I'm gonna do is sell covered call right here, and I'm gonna sell it to the market. I'm gonna sell it into the money. That way, if Coca-Cola dips, I'm protecting myself in a sense, right? Like I could sell it here, the 77, 76. If I get this credit, it'd be like I'm selling it at 177.72. Let's see here. let's see, that's 75. So I remember my average cost is 77.20. So if I do this 255, I'd be up $35. I don't want that. I'm gonna see if I can get something higher. Let's see if we can get like 280. No. Oh, 280. Let's see if you get 280. We get 280. Oh, what? They won't give it to me? That's really strange. So you guys just saw that they won't give it to me because of the margin or whatever. So what do I do here? um, should I sell so I can cover? Because I bought Intel yesterday at 57.54. We're up 3 points right now. 2 point, yeah, three, like 2 points. So I'm gonna sell 10 shares just so we can free up some capital here. Free a little capital. So we got that capital freed up. We got that capital freed up. Then we're gonna come here and see if we can get this play here. Because it's in. So if I get out the money, am I okay? Is that what it's basically telling me? If I get out the money, I'm okay. Let's see. 'Cause I guess that's what's basically telling me, right? So I can't even get an out the money because of margin requirements. This is baloney. Why didn't I sell my 10 shares? Oh my god. Let me refresh just in case this thing's tripping out. Margin is a good thing and margin is a bad thing. Again, let's try it one more time. I don't have anything, right? No. Okay. Let's try it one more time here. Sell. You guys want to let me sell into the money? 280. All right, so I might be making a bad move here, but we're going to sell all our 40 shares from Intel. We're going to grab our profit. We're going to grab our profit. Oh, no, 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 no. So, I was like, whoa, so. All right, boom. So we sold, we sold, we sold and made profit. Okay, so sold and made profit. Can I now get into this call, this option play, or would it not let me? If not, I'll just follow through what I need to do. But this is baloney. 315. What? The 315 high likely field. What? Are you guys joking with me? Perfect. So we got $300 locked in. So what does that mean? Yeah, I'm selling it in the money but I got $300. So $3 plus 75 is 78. I got this for 77.20. So if this stays above $75, I make $80 by tomorrow. Today's Thursday. So look at that. I sold my Intel. I sold my Intel. Let me see if I can get back into Intel. No, why would I get back into Intel? I mean, can I? Yeah, I only have $2,000 worth, so I could get back into Intel because because I'm gonna sell. Be obligated to sell tomorrow. My 100 shares. So I still want to keep footing into Intel because I think these things are gonna go on a monster run because the government is in this. So um, let me buy some shares now. Let me buy some shares. We did that. I had to do that play because I felt like Coca-Cola is gonna come back down. So I'm like, let me get my plays in. So we're gonna get some spy. Well, actually, we get some spy. It doesn't matter. Spy is down. Spy is down. That's the strategy. But it's not down too much. So we're just gonna get a dollar's worth today. It's gonna get a dollar's worth. Boom. And then what else you're gonna get today? So like I said, guys, buying this is super easy. Like I'm adding a little bit of like trading into this. This is for the people that when you have a little bit more experience, you have a little bit more money, you can do the strategy what I'm talking about. But for those that starting out, you don't have a lot of money, don't look at the numbers that I'm doing. Look at it and as far as what you can do, right? Like these are still fractionals. And I just bought a stock for $1. So don't look at it like, oh my, but you're buying it like you're buying as much as this and as much as that. Okay. But can you buy for $1 is the question. So boom, we're gonna buy some Microsoft here for $7. Microsoft is down again, getting another beating. I'll buy some Microsoft. Drop us down. Boom. We got some Microsoft. What other stocks we gonna get today? Google we're up. I was up on these all these metals at one point, but we're gonna chill on the metals and then Intel. Okay, so these plays I want to talk about with SoFi, and a lot of people have been talking about SoFi and all this. So I think I just kind of crushed it here with SoFi, depending what's tomorrow's results. But look, that's why I like selling in the money sometimes covered calls because look, if SoFi stays above $14, but let's say it's like $15, I technically won. I technically won because when I bought SoFi here, when I bought SoFi at 1680, I was the top monkey. I bought the shit at the fucking top, and it never came fucking back down. Excuse my language. I don't know if YouTube's gonna let me go with this, but it never came back down. So because it never came back down, I never had the opportunity to make profit because I bought it at the top. So because I bought it at the top, I'm losing now. But because I have this covered call, if it is at $15 at the end of expiration, I basically sold this at 16.19. I sold it for 16.19. So that means it got lowered, it dropped, and I can go back into it having more cash, more capital. And then I have another one here, the 16.15. I have this one. This one also was expired tomorrow. It was a $47 credit. I'm getting, oh, you guys can't see it. It was a $47 credit, and I'm getting $38 of it. So I already got 80%. This expires tomorrow. So what basically is it saying? 1650. If SoFi is below 1650 at tomorrow, I get to keep my 100 shares, and I get to keep the $47 credit, and I get to keep this. I keep doing this over and over and over and over again. So that's the strategy that people talk about with the covered call. You get basically weekly income. So we got that play over there, and then the next play we have here brewing is Hims and Hers. I'm gonna get a sign tomorrow with the 15. Let's see if we're up on it at least. If we're up on it, we're gonna roll it. If we're not up on it, yeah, we're just gonna get it signed. Once we get assigned, we still will have another 100 shares. We'll still have our footing in the game. The reason why I'm keeping my footing in this game is because I want to lower my losses. And if I get assigned here, and the reason why I bought more, it lowered my average cost, and now I can attack that average cost spot. I can attack, and then click premium, and then kind of, you know, like if I'm gonna lose, if I didn't do this play and the normal loss was supposed to be $700, but I did this, I started doing cover calls and everything, and now I lost $400. I'd rather do that. So the cover calls helps you like mitigate your losses. So those are the plays, ladies and gentlemen, and these are the reasons why you want to get started into the stock market, because it's look the look. Let me show you my chart. 3 months. And I want to show you guys this because I don't want you guys to think that it's going to be straightforward. But like when we have moments like this, guess what? I'm still buying, I'm still being active. And I feel like when there's moments like this is when people panic, because when we're down here and you're panicking and you do the wrong thing, guess what? The market comes back up here. But let's say you did the right thing and it still went up. It went up here. When it comes back down here, because this was a new high, and not necessarily even the word high in your portfolio, but it was literally a new high that you felt because you're like, oh my God, this is more money than I made. And it comes right back down. You're like, oh my God, what do you do? But you got to still keep being active, ladies and gentlemen. So, um, yeah, that's that's the stock market. And if you do that repetitiously for years on in, trust me, it's gonna pay big dividends. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already by now, watch my previous videos. Go ahead and watch my previous videos. If you aren't following me on TikTok and Instagram, follow me at Strictly Financial. Today is Thursday. That means tomorrow's Friday. That means if today is the first time you're watching my videos, stick with me tomorrow, because if you look right here, we have a lot of things that is expiring tomorrow. And I want to go over this. I got assigned. I got assigned for one of my this yesterday. I bought two put credit spreads, and I got an early assignment on one of them, meaning that I just lost. So this play didn't even get chance to brew. Like this play is until the end of the month, but I got early assignment. I say all that because tomorrow a lot of these option plays will we'll figure out what happens, and I want to explain to you what happens and what's this and what's that and how do I profit, how I make money, and how does this all make sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see each other tomorrow.